Hey, baby, you're rocking that look. Hit that subscribe button and join the fam. Subscribe now to Luna's Truth and never miss the fun. Hey, guys, welcome back to Luna's Truth. Today's story is going to be a bit different, but I promise it'll be worth it. It's something personal I've been thinking about sharing for a while now. A few weeks ago, I had this dream. And I mean, it wasn't just any dream. It was so real, it stuck with me. I was in this massive shoe store. Like, massive. Rows and rows of shoes everywhere. If you've ever walked into one of those high-end stores, you know the kind I mean, right? Everything was perfect. Everything was polished. The floors were shining. The shelves were full of shoes in every imaginable color and design. And then, out of nowhere, I spot these black comfort flats. They looked so simple, but also kind of beautiful in a way. Almost like they were waiting for me. I picked them up, just admiring how sleek they were, and for some reason, they felt familiar. Like I'd seen them before. In real life, but I couldn't quite place it. So I did what anyone would do in a dream. I tried them on, and the moment I slipped my feet into those flats, it was like everything clicked into place. They fit perfectly, like they were made for me. Now here's where it gets a little weird. The salesperson, who appeared out of nowhere, insisted I walk around the store in them. And I'm talking parading around in front of a crowd. It was so surreal. People were staring. Some were pointing. Some whispered behind their hands. I felt exposed, vulnerable, but also strangely exhilarated, like it was exactly what I needed to do. I couldn't stop walking, couldn't stop feeling like I was supposed to be there. But then I woke up, and the first thing that hit me was how real it felt. Like, what was that all about? And more importantly, why did I feel such a pull to those shoes? It felt like I was meant to find them in my dream, and it wasn't just about the shoes. It was about something deeper. Something I hadn't been paying attention to in myself. After laying the foundation with the dream, Luna transitions into how it connected to their real life, how that dream led them to buy the same pair of shoes, and how this simple act of buying them became a pivotal moment in their life. So fast forward to real life. About a week after that dream, I find myself walking into a shoe store. And out of nowhere, I'm drawn to these exact black comfort flats from my dream. Same style, same fit. And I don't know why, but I had to buy them. I didn't have a good reason, but something inside me told me I was meant to. So I bought them. And when I slipped them on, just like in the dream, it was like everything clicked. They fit perfectly. The soft leather, the way they hugged my feet, the way they made me stand a little taller, a little more sure of myself. I remember looking in the mirror and feeling like I was looking at a completely different person. I mean, here I was in the men's section of the store, wearing these shoes, trying to convince myself it was just a purchase for a costume or something, because honestly, I wasn't ready to admit what it really meant. But there was this part of me that felt something, like a spark, a sense of freedom that I hadn't felt in a long time. But the weirdest part was, as I walked around the store in them, it felt like I was wearing a mask. I was still trying to convince myself that it wasn't about what I thought it was. But then, every time I saw the shoes, I was drawn to them again. So much so that I started hiding them in my closet behind my regular shoes because I wasn't ready to face it yet. Not ready to face what it meant to wear them and what it would mean if I embraced it. In this segment, Luna talks about how they began to notice something growing inside them. The shoes, the dream, the hidden desires that were starting to reveal themselves. After a while, it wasn't just about the shoes anymore. It was about this growing realization that I had been hiding something from myself. And that something was a part of who I am, even though I had pushed it down for so long. I found myself paying attention to the little things in life. The way certain clothes draped on people, the elegance of a well-tailored dress, the confidence some people exuded just by wearing what they wanted to wear. It made me question so much about what I'd been told my whole life, about what was acceptable for me as a man. The rules, the expectations, and honestly, it made me feel more and more stifled. You know how society gives you this one narrow lane to follow, and if you stray from it, everyone has something to say about it? I started noticing how I felt restricted in a way I hadn't before. How the clothes I wore didn't fully reflect who I was. And then, one day, I found myself in another store. Women's clothing everywhere. I felt like I was in the wrong place. But as I browsed through the racks, something shifted inside me. I wasn't just looking anymore. I was dreaming. I could imagine myself wearing those clothes, feeling the fabric, swishing the skirt around. It was exhilarating, but terrifying all at once. But I had to ask myself, why was I hiding this? Why was I so afraid to be myself? Was it fear of rejection? Of judgment? Or was it simply a lack of courage to embrace what I felt deep down? The final part of the story revolves around Luna's emotional breakthrough. Coming to terms with who they are and the process of finally sharing this side of themselves. And then one night, I couldn't take it anymore. I had to confront the truth, so I did what I thought I'd never do. I told the people closest to me, and I'll tell you right now, that was one of the hardest things I've ever done. But I couldn't live a double life anymore. I had to stop pretending and start living my truth. I wasn't sure how they'd react or what would happen after I told them, but it was important for my own peace, for my own authenticity. And here's the thing. The moment I did that, when I let go of the fear and the shame, it felt like a weight was lifted off me. I don't have all the answers yet. I don't know where this journey is going to take me. But I'm not hiding anymore. I'm living as myself, unapologetically. And that, my friends, is the most freeing thing I've ever done. So, yeah, I wanted to share that with you all, because I know I'm not the only one out there who feels like they have to hide parts of themselves. Maybe you're struggling with something too, and maybe, just maybe, sharing your truth is the key to feeling free. I don't have it all figured out, but I'm learning, and if you're on your own journey, you're not alone in this. You've got this, and I've got you. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. And as always, check out my socials for more. See you next time.